Hi, I'm Christian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Today we're working on a 36-inch Viking range that's a dual fuel range. The top is gas and then the actual oven is electric. So the customer's complaint is that the rear right burner is not igniting at all, and the other three burners, they constantly ignite even after igniting. So today we're going to be replacing the iris burner switches. To start the repair, we do have to remove all the knobs and then the screws that hold the bezels on. The tools you will need to complete this repair are a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. So the first step we want to do is remove the knobs. So I'm going to start on the right hand side and just pull the knob directly off. Once the knob's been removed, we can now remove the number 2 Phillips screw that is securing the bezel to the bolt head. So we want to make sure when we do remove these screws that we do note where they actually go back onto the actual range. So we're going to do this for the other 5 knobs. Just pull it off. Remove the screw. And set it aside. This one has 2 screws and they're both number 2 Phillips. This one also has 2 Phillips screws. So the reason the 2 in the middle are different is one's the actual oven selector and then the other one's the actual thermostat. Now the last one. The next step is to open the oven door, lay it flat, and then remove the 2 Phillips screws on each side or each corner. They are both number 2. Next step is to close the oven door, maybe to about 35 degrees. And grab a hold of the bullhead and lift straight up off the shoulder screws until it slides off. We can go ahead and disconnect the Molex for the light switch by squeezing the clip in. We're going to start on the rear right igniter switch or ISIS switch. To do so, you can see that there's 2 connections. One's a Molex, it looks like it just pulls directly off, and the other one is a spade terminal, and that one also pulls directly off. Now we can take a hold of the actual switch assembly and pull it directly off of the shaft of the burner, just like this. We'll set it aside. Now that we have our new switch, let's install it. So to install the new switch, we're gonna line up the shaft. You can see it's a D shaft, so the flat side goes up, same with the actual switch. So we're gonna line it up, push it on the shaft, and push it all the way back until it's secure. Just like that. We can now reattach the actual Molex connector by pushing directly in, and the actual spade terminal on the top. And we'll do this for all of them. Now that all the switches have been replaced, we can now re-secure the bolt head and all the wires. Now that we have all the switches installed, it's time to reinstall the actual bolt head. So we're going to start with the light switch Molex. We're going to line it up and push it directly on. And then the actual Molex for the switches and indicator lights. Next, we can line up the bolt head with the shoulder screws. Okay. Next step, we're going to open the door all the way again and reinstall the number 2 Phillips screws that secure the bottom of the bolt head. Once that's done, we can close the oven door and then start installing the bezels and the screws. I'm going to make note, if you don't install these bezels correctly, the actual knob will rub on the bezels and it'll be hard to rotate the knob. So we want to make sure that we do install them correctly. Once the last knob and bezel have been replaced, we can now return the power and test the unit, and this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.